Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Melissa's Reading Room. Today in the room, we're going to read The Bossy Dragon. The Bossy Dragon from My Dragon Books, Volume 45 by Steve Herman. Hi, my name is Drew. And I'm sure you must recall how a dragon came to live with me, way back when he was small. My dragon Diggery-Doo and I are happy to see you have returned to read another book about something he has learned. This lesson is a good one, and I won't forget the day when Diggory learned that he cannot always have his way. Diggory? Oh, hi. You see, when he can't have his way, it makes a dragon cross. For one thing that a dragon loves is always being boss. One day, our teacher, Mrs. Bright, smiled at us and said, "Now it's time to do our math." Then Diggory said, "Instead, right now, we should have story time. I think math can wait, for I don't care for math too much, but story time is great." Then, after story time, we ought to go outside to play. And all the children cried, "Hooray! We'll do no math today! Hooray!" "Diggery-Doo, I am the teacher," Mrs. Bright replied. "What we get to do and when is my job to decide." Diggery-Doo thought he was in charge, but Diggory was confused and did not understand why Mrs. Bright was not amused. Diggory surely learned his lesson. At least, that's what I thought. But that day when we got home, I discovered that he did not. It was Grandma's birthday, and she wanted an apple pie. So that's what Mom was baking, and Diggory asked her, why? He said, "Chocolate pie is better, as everybody knows. So since chocolate pie is my favorite, I say we bake one of those." "Today is not your special day," said Mom to Diggory-Doo. "The choice of pie we're going to bake isn't up to you." Diggory stamped his foot and pouted. He felt that he'd been wronged. So Mom sent him to his room, for that's where he belonged. The next day we were at the park to play some basketball, but Diggory wasn't having fun. Nope, no fun at all. Diggory wasn't playing well. He couldn't make a basket. He demanded that we quit, rather than politely ask it. "I am getting bored," he said. "I won't play this anymore. That's no fun when the other team has made a higher score. Let's play soccer now instead. I think soccer is more fun." But when the game was over, the other team had won. Diggory didn't like that. He wasn't happy, it would seem. So he pointed at a girl who was on the other team. "You," he yelled, "come here. You are going to play with me. We'll play again. You'll help me win. That's how it's going to be." That wasn't very nice. Then he told me, Drew, you can't play soccer anymore since you're not very good, he said. Why don't you go keep score? But the changes he demanded didn't help a bit. So Diggory yelled, Time out, I say, everybody quit. He said, I'm getting tired of soccer. Why don't we run a race? Then he changed the rules again when he did not make first place. I've decided that the winner is not the one who's fast. From now on, the winner is the one who comes in last. It isn't fair. We'd grown tired of Diggory's bossy ways. We cried, It isn't fair. But Diggory went back home because he clearly didn't care. If you won't do just as I say, I'm going home, I'm done. I'll just play all by myself and have a lot more fun. But Diggory-Doo got bored after just a day or two of playing all alone. He began to cry. Boo-hoo. Why does no one understand that my way is the best? Why don't others want to do the things that I request? But you don't request, I said. Instead, you make demands, expecting everybody will obey all of your commands. You don't get to be the boss and always get your way. You can't expect that everyone must do just what you say. Like when you disrupted class and insisted Mrs. Bright change the lesson she was teaching. Diggory, that's not right. Then you got bossy and told Mom what kind of pie to bake. That's the kind of choice that you don't always get to make. And when you play with other kids, you don't always get to tell the other kids what they must play, for they have rights as well. You are not the boss of them. You can't always do the choosing. Oh, and you can't change the rules just because you're losing. It's not fun to always be alone, as I see that you have found. Sometimes you want to play some games with other kids around. That means you have to compromise. Do you know that word? No, said Diggory-Doo. That is a word that I have not heard. Compromise is what you do when people don't agree. It's when you know that what you want cannot always be. Sometimes you will get your way, and sometimes I'll get mine. Take turns and share and do what's fair, and things will be just fine. You are not the boss. Give other folks a chance to choose, and know that you can still have fun even when you lose. Don't demand to have your way, and soon you will realize that you will have more friends and fun when you compromise. Diggory learned his lesson. He's not bossy anymore, and sure enough, he has more fun than he did before. Mrs. Bright and Mom and his friends are happy too. And if you're a little bossy, learn from Diggory-Doo. You can learn more about these books and get free coloring pages from www.mydragonbooks.com.